Hello, my name's Malcolm Rust. I'm a partner in the Private Wealth and Tax team at Shepherd & Wedderburn. I would like to address the composition of a typical power of attorney in Scotland. In Scotland, if you ask for a power of attorney from your local solicitor, you will likely be presented with what is known as a continuing and welfare power of attorney. As the name suggests, this is a document in two parts. The continuing part deals with financial decision-making, and the welfare part deals with welfare decision-making. Typically, there are triggers within the power of attorney as to when it can be activated. The financial powers can often be used immediately or upon a medical assessment of capacity having been undertaken. Welfare powers can only be triggered after an assessment of capacity has been made. Typically, this is a medical assessment undertaken by a GP or a clinical psychologist. The powers typically appear sectioned off in the deed, with the financial powers appearing first and the welfare powers thereafter. This makes the deed easier to read. The powers are usually quite extensive, as well as a general power to do any acts which the grantor could do themselves. There are a wide range of other powers contained within the document. The capacity certificate will typically be granted by someone who knows the individual putting the power of attorney in place, such as their doctor or their lawyer. This is a check to ensure that the individual understands the nature of the document and that there are no factors impacting upon them granting the deed. Once a document has been signed and the attorneys have signed declaration forms, the power of attorney can be registered with the Office of the Public Guardian. Registration is a prerequisite before the document can be used. The Public Guardian will issue an extract of the registered deed, and that can then be copied and brought into effect. As you can see, once you have got over the tricky question of who should act, putting in place a power of attorney is a relatively straightforward procedure, and in cases of urgency can be put in place very speedily. If you'd like to know more about powers of attorney, please contact a member of the Private Wealth and Tax team at Shepherd & Wedderburn.